Hey, Queen. Hey, how you doing? Now, listen. Yes, today I decided to show my face on here. I know, it's not actually me doing the video, but it's not AI today. So I decided to use a photo of my actual self in this video today. So, progress, right? We'll talk about that later. Now, what I come to let you know that I am making a zucchini and potato lasagna bake. I want you to come along with me on this journey as I make the bake. Should I call it a journey? I don't know. Well, anyway, just come along with me. Queen, I cut up mushrooms, a green pepper, and a yellow pepper to go into my zucchini potato lasagna bake. Let me tell you about the mushroom. Now, I use the mushroom because it gives you a meaty feel, you know, so that helps with the feeling of having meat. And also, mushrooms are just tasty, at least to me. Some people might not like them, but let me tell you this. I never knew I liked mushrooms until I went on a healthy journey. Not this time, but before. So I never knew I actually liked mushrooms because I had never tried them. So sometimes we don't know we like things because we don't try them. So it's okay to step out and try things new. Sometimes you might not like some things, but that's okay. Still try it, and you'll find out different things that you do like. Excuse me. Because, let me see, I found out that I like mushrooms on my journey. I found out that I like butternut squash on my journey. And so you'll find different things that you do like. You see what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to try new things. All right. I know I'm supposed to be telling you about this. I was about to call it something else, but this zucchini potato bake lasagna. Excuse me. I might be saying it wrong, but let me tell you, it is a zucchini potato lasagna bake. That's what it is. So that's that about the mushrooms. It really gives it a meaty feel. You really feel like you're eating meat. And I also have something else in here that helps with the meaty feel, and it really fills you up like you have eaten meat. This is tofu right here. And this is what I was talking about when I said I had something else that also fills you up like you ate meat and it has that meaty feel to it. Tofu. So I cut my tofu into blocks, right? And I just want to let you know about tofu as well. Tofu, you have to drain it. It comes in a packet. You have to drain it because there's water on it, and the tofu is watery, so you need to drain it and you need to press the water out of it. Sometimes you can leave the water in it, like without pressing it, depending on what type of dish you're making or whatever. But I pressed it out for myself because I didn't want it to be too moist, And so that's what I did for me. Also, with tofu, it's tricky because it has no taste, right? So you need to put something on it that will help absorb the seasonings that you put on the tofu, okay? So for me, I use soy sauce to put on my tofu. Some people use liquid amino. I don't like it, so I don't use it. But if you like that, you use that. And it's some other things that you can put on there to make sure that it absorbs the taste that you put on there, like the seasonings and stuff, because it's not going to absorb anything if you don't put anything on there like that. Because I learned the hard way, baby. Okay, yes, I did. But I learned, you know what I mean, while I was starting this journey of eating more vegan than not. It was a process, you know what I mean? It was a real process. I watched a few different YouTubers and stuff, and the YouTuber that really helped me to realize this was a YouTuber by the name of, her channel is Say What is Vegan. Really helped me. Really helped me when she was like, don't nobody want no bald-headed tofu. Yes. So, yes, I did peel the potato. You saw me peeling it. And I cut it up into little round pieces and put it in the water because I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any like debris on it. I also rinsed it off before I had peeled the skin off. Queen, when mixing tofu, you have to be really careful the way you mix it up, depending on what you're going to do with the tofu, how you're trying to make the tofu. You know, like if you wanted to stay kind of meaty, where it's a little thicker, I guess on the thicker side, where it's really meaty, but it's not real meat, of course. So you don't want it to crumble up into small crumbles because tofu is very delicate. You can break it up with just your hand. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make the tofu into crumbles. What I'm saying is if you don't want it to be very small and fine, please be careful not to crumble it up if you're doing it in the bowl. Be very careful the way you are handling the tofu if you are mixing it up in the bowl and you don't want it to be crumbles. Okay, now I added my potatoes into the tofu, and then I added the seasonings here, and I will put the seasonings that I use down in the description box because right now, baby, I can't even remember. Okay, I'm so sorry. I added Country Crock plant-based avocado margarine into the pan after I added some olive oil in the pan, and then I added some onion powder, and I stirred the onion powder in with it. Then I put in some garlic powder as well, and I mixed all that into the margarine, and then I put in the mixture of the mushrooms, the potato, and the tofu. So I put all that in there as well as the peppers. The peppers was already in the bottom of the bowl when I mixed the tofu up. So that's how that went. I do believe that's how that went. But we'll see when we get to the end because sometimes I be all over the place when I'm cooking and I'm just going. Sometimes I'm figuring it out as I go. You know, I'm figuring it out as I go sometimes. So, and then sometimes it's like, what did you put in it? Like I don't remember the seasonings that I put in. I have to start writing it down. But I have started putting it down, like not writing it down, but putting it in the phone. Putting it in the phone, what I did. But I might have to start doing it as I go, so I can definitely remember everything. Thank goodness for video, right? Thank goodness for video because I probably wouldn't remember a lot of this stuff that I did sometimes. I've been forgetful like this most of my life, child. So that's nothing new to me. But yeah, you just stir it up real good while I'm talking about all this. Stir it up, you know, just like you stirring up your ground beef or anything like that, but you just stirring this up and getting it nice and hot and getting those flavors to come together really nice is what's happening. And let me tell you, the aroma that was going on in the house from this, yes. And here's my zucchini swirls that I added to the mix. And so I'm going to have to really work it. I had to work it into there really, really well because I'm using this small pan because it was too late to try to start over. Once I started, I was committed. So I didn't stop. I didn't stop and try to get a bigger pan. I really didn't. And shoot, I think this might be my favorite little pan. I've been using this pan for just about everything almost. Knowing I need to get a different pan sometimes, okay? But yeah, I had to really mix it in and get it in there. Really get it in there. So I mixed it really well. I had to just keep on mixing and poking and pushing around and all that kind of stuff to get it all the way into the mix of everything because I wanted it all together and I wanted it to be all together just right. And because at the end you're going to see it came out, mwah, chef's kiss. It was perfect. And I'm telling you now, I am excited about making this particular dish again. And I'm even more excited about eating it again. It was so good. And when I tell you it was so good, it was so good. It did not last. It did not last in the house at all. I had two slices. And I went to work the next day. When I came home, it wasn't even half left. It was not even half left. So when I came home from work, I was able to get one piece. Get one slice out of it because the most of it was gone. My husband had ate he had ate almost the rest of it. So that's what happened. And I added the BioLife vegan cheese because that's the cheese that I actually like. And I did add that. And I put a little pepper on there when I was doing it. And that's some cayenne pepper that I'm adding to it. Just give it a little bit of oomph, let it say, just like that. And for sure, I'm adding my garlic powder, And when you see me moving, I'm just getting my seasonings. And that's a little bit of I think that might have been the cayenne pepper right there. So, just trying to give it a little bit of oomph. And it did give it some oomph. It was, when I tell you it was delicious, it was delicious. And I always tell y'all that it was delicious. And if it wasn't good, you already know, I would tell you that it wasn't good. But it was absolutely delicious. It was delicious. And I'm not saying it was delicious because I made it. I'm saying it was delicious because it was delicious. Okay? Yeah. Ignore me. Ignore me. Queen, just ignore me. Sometimes, sometimes I just be a little... I was really mixing that up. I was not playing any games with it. You don't have to mix it and leave it on the stove, on top of the stove, as long as I did. But that's what I wanted to do because that's how I wanted to do mine. So do how you please. And then here you see me putting it into the bowl. So I'm putting it in the bowl so I can get it ready for the pan because it's going into the baking pan. But I do add some more Violife vegan cheese. I do add that and I mix it up. But I am going to let you know that I also added some of the Daya cheese. It was the Daya Mexican cheese that I added to it and mixed that up in it as well. So when I put those two together, I really think that it just made it When I say chef's kiss, chef's kiss. The Daya one is not my favorite. I really prefer the Violife. I also added some more milk, but not regular milk, plant-based milk. That's what I added. I believe that's what I was adding with some plant-based milk. I'm sure it was plant-based milk that I added. I know I didn't add any milk. I don't even drink regular milk at all. No, that don't work out. So I did grease my pan already, and I put a little flour in it because I didn't want it to stick. So you know how you shake it around so the flour get on there after you put the margarine in the pan. So I did that, and then I put my little mix in there and spread it out as you see right here, and I'm ready. I think I should have made just a little more than what I did to make it bigger, and I added the Violife cheese on top, some more of that cheese on top because I wanted it to be nice and cheesy. I put some of the Daya Mexican vegan cheese on there. They both vegan cheeses. They are not cheese. They are plant-based cheeses. And I put them in the oven so you can hear what's going on now.
I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers sitting up there. Like, what the hell you do? I know you didn't. I really didn't grab nothing about that hot.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I actually didn't. I burnt my hand on this top thing over here.
What the hell you was?
Because it's close to it. I don't know why.
Why did you got that thing sitting way up now?
I didn't put
look, listen. I did that right there for the sole purpose of doing something else. That was my fault right there. You see how my hand burns? I did that for another purpose. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for another purpose right there. Always take it down one. That was for something else. There you go. Yeah. I always put it on 3. Yeah. Now, when you try to put 2 things in there at one time, you put it on, you know what I'm saying, because you're not going to the bottom. But that was my fault, though, because I put it on that right there.
Queen, thank you for coming and watching as usual. And new queens, if you would consider subscribing. Also, to all my queens, give me a like and a comment. Thank you.